Start with grabbing a plume of yellow and black marabou. Strip about an inch of fuzzies off each one. Put them up against each other and start taking pinches of a little piece of black and a little piece of yellow, keeping their butts aligned and just kind of mixing them. Slide the popper head over the hook eye with the tapered side pointing to the hook bend. Build up a short thread base, cord up your thread to make sure you get a lot of texture. Whip finish a couple times, cut tag end of thread off. Use super glue to secure the popper head to the hook shank. After the glue is on the thread, slide the popper head up, making sure that the top end is still facing above and this lower end between the gap and the hook point. Put a little dot of super glue at the back of the head and put thread on the hook. Tie in your blended marabou right behind the popper head. Take off any bad pieces of marabou that are white or just curly tails. Cut off the marabou to the desired length, about 1.5 times the hook length. Take 2 strands of black and 2 strands of orange crystal flash. Fold over and then fold over again on the thread. Tie it down, making sure that an even amount of crystal flash is on either side of the marabou tail. Then cut to just beyond the marabou tail. Tie in a black saddle hackle by the tip and tie in a yellow saddle hackle by the tip, making sure to wrap all the way to the marabou tail. Then take both pieces of the hackle and wrap up towards the behind the hook popper head. Secure with thread. Cut the stems off. Whip finish your thread just behind the popper head. Cut your thread off. Thread a needle through the lower portion of the popper head. Thread a medium round rubber leg through the eye of the needle and make it even. So you get 2 rubber legs on each side. Cut the loop on the near end, the far end. Take a black sharpie and make a line between the surface of the popper head and the legs. Then make another line right at the popper's face. Use the flat end of the Sharpie to outline the mouth of the popper. There's a little edge when you're facing the popper, and color that in black. Cut the legs to length about maybe 1 to 2 times the hook length. Secure 2 eyes on either side and top portion of the popper head with tear mender glue. Use a paintbrush to get the tear mender glue onto the back of the eye. Push the eye slightly and gently down against the popper head to get a good seal. Then put a dot on each of the rubber legs to make sure they don't come out when fishing. Use a napkin to pick up any of the excess glue from the popper head. And that's the Bumblebee popper.